Hey guys, and welcome to the Igloo today, and today we're going to be talking about builds, especially for nuclear winter. So we're going to get into it. So, a lot of the things that do carry on over, especially from adventure mode and survival mode, is your special. So this is going to matter a lot. So currently, you're going to need at least 9 perception, at least 1 endurance, and around 7 intelligence for this build, with at least 1 luck. Now, the reason why you need to have a few different things for this iteration is that you need to have something that's the best bang for your buck for every type of weapon article. So perception, especially because perception is very highly sought after inside Fallout 76 Nuclear Winter BR mode, is that you're going to need to somehow get Tank Killer and Master Rifleman. Now, the reason why I'm not mentioning frog legs right now is that I do not have frog legs on top of this. Okay, that's around 9 agility, and you can equip that, and it's a really good card if you have it specifically, and it has 300% jump, which is equivalent to marsupial mutation trait. And I don't know if you are able to get marsupial serum on top of having this frog legs. That would be nutty, and you would probably die unless you had power armor, which is kind of funny. Now, the reason why I have a few of these cards, like Life Giver, you have a little bit more HP than normal. And First Aid, obviously, it restores more health than what it normally does if you have an other stim pack. So any percentile to actually help you in aid category, especially in a PvP situation, would be very tremendous, especially during nuclear winter. Also, the reason why I use Hacker on top of it is that I like to spawn where there's terminals that you can hack in order to make it pretty quick. Now, this can also be swapped out with Perception or just having Lockpick in itself. Again, it's one of those things where it's a preference whether you want to hack computers more, or you want to be able to do that with lockpicking. Now, again, that can change depending on how you play. Okay, if you want to be able to have the higher tier loot in different areas, definitely go for it. And especially if you're going to be going for one of those hacking terminals and they don't give you a weapon, spawn aid, because aid is always something that you always would like to have. Now, again, if you have like 10 stim packs or something like that, and you have a teammate that don't really communicate, that's pretty much the very bad negative side to this. But the reason why I definitely pick Scrounger on top of everything else is that you have a very, very high probability to find extra ammo no matter what, in even the crates that you look forward to. So you have to look forward to it in the level 1, 2, or 3 crates. And when you're looking through them, Scrounger is pretty much the easiest way possible when it comes to farming the equipment and everything else. Now, going to Perception again. The reason why I have Tank Killer with Master Rifleman put together is that I one-shot headshot every build. So if there is wood armor, there is scout armor, there is marine armor. Hell, I could one-shot headshot power armor, but again, I don't really like to have power armor because it alters your aims. You do not use stim packs on top of it, and it's all over the place. Now, would I get into a set of power armor and it could help a situation like you can accidentally get yourself stuck in the environments? Yes, it is very useful, especially if one of your teammates is having it. Again, if you have a build and you have those actual cards that are going to help you completely with having power armor, go for it. Then you'll be a power armor build, but it's not going to completely help you, especially if you do not have that suit. So then you'd be wasting cards. You want to have something that's more reliable and could actually be longer lasting. So normal things I like to spawn: the hunting rifles. The hunting rifles are something that is a very common thing, especially for the perception build. So that's why, not only that, but the lever action like is actually one of the most powerful sniper rifles in this mode. And if you have a scope on it with a suppressor, even though the suppressor does not work, it still gives you an extra little additive which can actually make it work properly in this kind of setup. So I would highly recommend getting that kind of setup for those types of weapons. But if you have something that is more on the automatic side, I do not have those perk cards just yet. Just like I've only been like level 13 on this perception character. So it might take a while. It might take maybe a little bit longer, but it's something where this build can actually be very viable in the situation. Now, if you want to be able to engage in fights better, you have to be aggressive and you win. You got to make sure that you claim that area that you actually have in order for you to succeed. So, with that being said, this also makes that you should get a better team on top of it. But I was put in situations where I was in a 1v4 situation and I'm able to pick them out. Now, whether you are a sniper or you're just an assault person running up and just knocking out everybody left and right, back and forth, depending on how aggressive you are and how everything else is, there is the possibility for you to overextend and you to actually be caught in different environments, especially when you're going to be seeing another group trying to advance onto your position. So, again, thank you guys for watching. I have a little montage of just kill montages just on after this. And have a good one, everybody.
That away. Another one. Sweet.
A disappointing candidate. No great loss.
Impacts. So.
Splendid. Each violent exchange expands my understanding of human behavior.
Up at us. Down there. Got a couple hits on him. High alert. Need help.
Shit, yeah.
Awesome.
Right now.
Nice. Yo, hell yeah.
Promising candidate.